สวัสดีครับ Hello, it's good to see you again. Well, how are you doing? Long time no see. I hope you have good time with the lab. So today we're gonna talk about your term projects. So I would guess that all of you got the assignment sheet for the term projects. This semester we're gonna have a little bit different from the previous semester. We're gonna use the special device called the LED matrix. This one, our device got 8x8 LED matrix like this. With the LED matrix, you're gonna see altogether 8x8 or 64 LEDs. Well, you would guess if we have to write the LED that much, maybe we need so many wires or so many lines. For example, if we have 64 LEDs, technically speaking, you would need about 65 lines, including 64 for each one and one common ground or common voltage, depends on how you connect your circuit. Well, we cannot wire the cable that much, or at least it doesn't make sense to have so many lines. So another way to do it is that maybe we can just use 8 lines to select the columns that we want, and another 8 lines to select the row that we want, and one more line to select whether we want the LED to be on or off. Put them all together, you may need just 8 times 8 plus 1 and a common ground. Altogether about 17 or 18 lines. Still, 17 or 18 lines is still too much for us because in our case, our board contains only about 13, or if you use the analog line, maybe you got additional 8 lines for that, 8 I/O pin for that. But we don't want to waste them all with the LED. You still need it for something else. Here's another idea. What if we only want one of the 8 lines to be only one pin at a time? In that case, we can use 3 bits or 3 I/O pins to enable 8 lines that we want if we only want one line to be one at a time. So we need 3 for the columns and another 3 for the row. Put them all together, 3 for columns, 3 for row, and 1 pin for on and off. So we need about 7 or 8 lines to control our 8x8 LED matrix. In this case, I'm gonna call our 3 lines for the column selectors C0, C1, and C2, and 3 lines to select the row R0, R1, and R2, and another one for LED on and off. If you wire them according to the sheet that I give you in the lab, then you can easily control the circuit. Here I got a sample code that's gonna show you a little bit of how to do that. I create the LED initial function. In this case, I use pin number 8, number 9, and number 10 for the columns C0, C1, and C2. I use pin number 11, 12, and 13 for row number 0, 1, and 2 respectively. So I'm gonna make them all an output and initially make them low so that I do not select any pin, any line. But a little different from the layout that I put in the sheet for you. In this case, I'm gonna use the analog pin A0 for output for the on-off. Alright, now this is just for initials to make sure that everything gonna be output and they all start with 0. I move on a little bit. I create the LED switch function. This function gonna take rows and columns and a switch value to say on or off, just like that. Alright, So since I want the pin 11, 12, and 13 for the row, so I want pin 11 to be the least significant bit of the row, and pin 12 and to be the R1 and 13 to be R2. So in a sense, this is like and with 1, this is and with 2, and this is and with 4 in binary. So that's if you wonder what is the and 1, 2, and 4 for, they just bit mask to select the bit that I want. Similar things for the columns, and at the end, switch on or off. So to use it, I just call the LED initials in the setup function, and I make in the main loop, I can just say what LED that I want. So if I want the LED number 1, row number 1, and column number 5 to be on, I can just do this. But in reality, we want to make the pattern. So if I want to make the pattern, what I should do, I should create an array containing the pattern, and then I loop a little bit to show the pattern to the LED display. All right, let's see how are we doing. Anyway, I play a little bit with the pattern, so this is how my board show this smiley face to you. So you're welcome to play around with the pattern if you want to, but the general idea is that you just turn it on and off one by one. You select LED from row zeros and column zeros, and you say you want it to be on or off. Then you switch to row 0, column 1, and you say on or off, and so on. So if you keep moving a little bit, if it is so fast that your eye cannot see, you will see as if they all on at the same time. But actually they are on and off at the very fast speed. Up to this point, you should be able to do the exercise number 2, the fixed pattern. Now let me explain a little bit about what do I expect from you in exercise number 1 and exercise number 3. In exercise number 1, I want you to reprogram the 7-segment display. In a sense, you just type S and type 1 and 0 to say what pattern you want to show. Now let me explain. Okay, suppose that I want the 7-segment to display number 4. If you try to draw a bitmap, you would see that you want A to be off, B, C to be on, D, E to be off, F, G to be on. And if you want the dot, you can say the dot on or off. So put them all together. I can just type S 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0. That should give me number 4 like this. Alright, and let's say I want number 0. So you just draw the base map of number 0 in your mind. You would see that it's on for the most bit. Just now you got the idea. I can reprogram the 7-segment to be whatever number I want. Just type S and followed by the bit patterns. Similar things for exercise number 3. Rather than just program the 7-segment, I say I want to be able to program the LED matrix. Well, we have learned how to show the fixed pattern on the LED matrix. Now we can just say, okay, if I want row number 1 to load with 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, you should see the pattern like this. Okay, so you can keep on going. Row number 2, type L2, say what you want. 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, like this. See, you can keep on going, do the pattern. This is what I mean when I say programmable. Now you should get the concept. All right, that should be enough to help you jumpstart with your term projects. From now on, just think about it. It's not that difficult, right? Enjoy, have fun. Goodbye. See you, I don't know, maybe next semester. Thank you.